Well, let's get started. First of all, welcome everybody. This is My AI Live. Today is Wednesday, October 30th. My AI Live. We get together every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific for the My AI training. We're teaching you about the incredible Nowsite program that's going to help you on social media. We're also teaching you social media principles, ideas, different ways to start conversations, really so you get the forward movement in your business that you are looking for. I am so excited because this week our German team's with us. And so Stefan helps us over on the German side. So he is me over on that end, and so is Birgit. There's actually three of these wonderful people. Sylvia's the other. And they kind of share that meeting over there that I do over here. And really, it's exciting because we are truly an international community, and that's what makes us so neat. So today, I want to talk to you about a couple of things. First of all, today's Wednesday. Usually we talk about wisdom on Wednesday or Wealth Wednesday, right? Those are our two hashtags, Wisdom Wednesday and Health and Wealth Wednesday. So the Wealth Wednesday actually comes from Ray Higdon, and he teaches it as a way to break the poverty spirit off of us is to give to others. And so the way he does that is every Wednesday, he gets himself and a group of people together that are going to do something for somebody else without expecting anything back. It's like a pay it forward kind of situation. What it does is two things. One, it's amazing to bless somebody else. The second reason is, though, it teaches our subconscious that there's plenty, because it's very hard to give when you're in this trying to hold on to everything, right? Like that. And when we're trying to hold on to stuff, it's very hard for other things to come in, right? We have to be open. And so what I love about this is people will do anything from taking cash and putting it in a box of diapers at a grocery store. Imagine a young mother opening it up and seeing cash in her diaper box. It's pretty amazing. Buying the dinner or the lunch or something for somebody behind you in the drive-through, buying a Starbucks for somebody, whatever it is. Lots of different ways that people do this. One really neat thing is being able to make that challenge out on social media and having a group of people do that with you and then posting the results, of course. That's one. Second of all is Wisdom Wednesday, though. What's the wisdom that you've learned? The truth is, people post on social media all the time, and I want you to think about the people that you actually follow on social media. Who do you actually stop the scroll for as soon as you see their name? I want you to think about that. If anybody, who do you stop the scroll for? It's usually probably somebody who's giving you something of value or something funny or something that really is going to make you happy, right? Now, for some people, they stop on all the political stuff. I honestly don't. I want to stay in peace, love, and joy, and I can't do it all. I don't like the whole scene of that, so I usually kind of flow right over those. But when Sarah posts something, I stop. When Ray posts something, I stop. When Adrian posts something, I stop. When Tom posts something, I stop. There's a lot of people I stop. And then there's people on here that I watch your posts because your posts are amazing. Like Coach Mike, he would never post at all before he started with us. You couldn't get him to post for nothing. You could have gave him $1 million and he's like, no, not going to post. And now he posts all the time, right? Deborah's posting. Love your posts. Like, there's so many different things on here. So those are two things to think about as we're posting today. But before that, I want to go back to something that we did yesterday. Okay, yesterday we talked about posting in groups, right? The advantage to posting in a group is you have an audience that's already expecting to see things in there. You have an audience that's already expecting to see things. You have an audience that's expecting to collaborate, to communicate, to actually comment. Whereas when you start posting on social media, it may take you a while to get your algorithm. It may take you a while to get people stopping on your posts. It may take a while for that to happen. And honestly, that's normal. We're a very instantaneous society. We're a microwave society. We want to press a button and everything done now. Unfortunately, some of these things do take time to build. And so we have to be able to enjoy the journey and understand the journey that we're on. So one of the great fillers for when your algorithm's not great and you're not getting a lot of responses on your news feed yet is to go and go into groups. It's also a great way to add new friends to your social media and new followers. Now, this is something most of us don't think about. We could have like, maybe you have 200 followers, maybe you have 500 followers, and you're like, okay, well, I have this many. But once you get past the 1,000, that's when you really start seeing a little bit more traction, right? Now, I'm going to tell you, you don't have to have 1 million followers to have a successful business. Alex, what's his name? I have to come over here to the phone to find it. What's Alex's name? Oh my gosh, where's the podcast? What's the podcast?
Does it sound something like Vermosi?
Vermosi, that's it. Thank you. Alex Hermosi did a podcast about a person who had 5,000 followers in $1 million business. So don't think that you have to break 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, 1 million people to have that kind of success. You have to know your audience. You have to know who you're talking to, right? That's why you want to have a very specific message. That's why I'm always asking you guys, what problem do you solve? What problem does your company solve? What's the thing that's on your heart? What's the thing you've overcome? What's the thing you can go backwards and talk to, right? So as you're building in groups, if you have that message clear in yourself that you know what you do, Deborah helps people not only in health, but helps people on the spiritual side too. She's very, very clear and gets clearer every day about what she does, right? Steve helps men who have been through a bad breakup, help get their mojo back, help come back to who they truly are as a man, okay? Very specific things. Pamela over here, she helps people with wills, estates, like things that are just really, really important that most of us don't think about. By the way, if you have a business, you probably want to have that taken care of, right? I mean, it's a little crazy to think of what happens to your business if you're not here. I'm coming to the realization of all these things as I'm going through this with my mom. So, these are the things that they solve the problem in. Now, when they go into, like Vicky here, Vicky solves problems of travel, right? People who need vacations, people who need to go somewhere, people who need something like that, Vicky's going to fix it, right? So you have to know what you solve. You have to know your message. And then you have to be able to start conversations based on that. Now, there's 3 steps in the Nowsite part that we do, and I'm going to show you those. And then we're going to go back over and talk about the groups. So the 3 things that we do every day, we post on social media, we comment on other people's posts, and we start new conversations, right? If we do this every day, we're set. It just takes time, but you will build a successful business when you start implementing those things. Now, here's the next thing though. When you post on social media, that's your message to the world. And if you are, let's say in Facebook, oops, there. Okay. You're going to start seeing people's posts. This is what's going to come up on your posts when somebody else looks at yours. So let's say Pamela is scrolling Facebook. Or I'm scrolling Facebook. This is what I'm going to see. There's 2 things I'm always looking at when I'm scrolling, whether on the phone or on the computer. 1, for something that catches my attention, and 2, a name that resonates with me that I know that I'm going to get value from. Those are the 2 things I'm always looking for. Okay. So for a while, when you first start, you're going to have to think about, okay, I may not have a lot of reach yet. I may not have a lot of followers yet. How can I make more followers? How can I create more friends and more followers? And I want you to really hear this. If you make a post on Facebook and say an average, let's say just 10% of people see that post. If you have, which would actually be great, if you have 200 friends on your Facebook, that means maybe 20 people saw the post. It's not a lot of opportunity to start conversation, right? With a lower algorithm and not a lot of people seeing your post. The way you increase that is by going to groups. And so I'm going to come over here to groups. Now, I'm going to come over here to the Boulder Collective, which is what we were looking at yesterday. Boulder Collective. And if you go and look at groups, you're going to actually find a lot of groups that you're in and you don't even know how you got in there, because a long time ago people would just add you. Does anybody remember the days when people could just add you to a group without your permission? I think I have like probably 50 of those still that I have to go through at some point. Just never took the time. Okay, here's the Boulder Collective. Anybody recognize this face right here? We're both in the same group. Okay. This is a local group for Boulder, Colorado, and the surrounding area. I used to live in Longmont, Colorado. My mom still lives in Boulder. And so I immediately became a group member of the local groups so I could meet more people locally. Why? First of all, it's going to help me get the best networking groups, right? The second thing that it also does is allows me to build relationships within the community, which can help me get more referrals. And third of all, it helped me build my business, right? So I'm going to come over and get my notifications and where, oh, I have a memory to look at today. Where is there? All right. So this is the post I made yesterday, right? Now I haven't commented on it yet. I haven't done anything yet because I wanted to take that and do that over here with you guys today, okay? So I found a group local to me and I posted in it. Hey folks, searching for the best networking groups in Boulder, which ones have helped your business the most? Very logical question, right? There's two things that come out of a post like this. Number one, I'm going to find the networking groups that are actually helping people, okay? Number two, I'm also going to be able to start new conversations with people in the area who are business oriented. Now, sometimes they're looking for another business. Other times they make a great customer. Fantastic. So I win both ways. And third of all, I'm looking for people to collaborate with, right? So if I come over here, there are 36 comments so far, right? Is that right? 36 comments? Let's go over to newest comments. Now remember, actually, Adam, I know. That's so hilarious. I've met him in person. I'm surprised he doesn't remember me. I met him at a networking group at the contact mapping office. Okay, anyways, now I want you to see this. This is 23 hours old. I did not work this post. Remember how I teach you guys how to work the post? As soon as somebody comments, comment back, all of that. Does everybody remember what I teach you guys to do? I did none of it intentionally because I want you to see what this is, okay? I have 36 comments on this post without me doing anything. I have not posted in this group in at least 9 months since I moved to La Jolla, California. There's no point. There wasn't anything that I was really doing in this area. So let's look at some of these comments. I'm going from newest. I want to do all comments. There's 36 comments, 36 people that I can start conversations with about what they liked about that, other things about Boulder, find out more about them, look at their profile. Beautiful. Let's go look at this. And then I can go over to their profile and see who they are. Okay, see a little bit more about them. Some contributions there. She really doesn't do a lot in here. That's okay. I'm going to view her profile. Now, when I come over here to her profile, she lives in Longmont, so she's in the same city that I used to live in, and Adrian still lives in. She's from Cheyenne. I have friends that are near there. Okay, so really not a lot on her public profile, which is fine. If I commented on her post and we commented back and forth, I could add her as a friend, and I would likely get the friend request accepted. That widens my circle even more. Now, when I come over here, I come down, there's more and more and more, right? Look at all these different comments and all these different people. So here's the thing that I want you to get. I now have 36 people starting a conversation with me that I did not have the day before. What would 36 new possible conversations do for you in your business? If you have a 1 in 10 average of people actually buying your product, that's possibly 3 new customers out of 36 comments. It's possible once you get good at, defining that. So here's the thing that I want you to remember. Where people fail in social media is only posting out on their on their post and thinking everything should win just by doing that. That's not working social media. That's broadcasting on social media. Working social media is commenting on other people's posts that you see in the newsfeed and going into the groups and starting conversations that way. Now, 2 things are going to happen out of those 36 people. Out of those 36 people, if they are somebody from their profile that looks like I would want to have a conversation with anyways, I'm going to continue that conversation. I'm going to add them as a friend. Now, that means there's more people on my Facebook that are friends or followers of mine through these conversations, right? What does that do? That gives me more credibility, first of all, especially when members of the group start doing that. They'll say, oh, you have this many people in common. They'll see, oh, these people are in the group too, and they're friends with her. Okay, there's number 1. Second of all, if you have a professional page like I do, and I'm going to show you how to get one, my profile page is a professional page. So when I come over here, I am a digital creator right here. Now, all those people that commented, I'm going to guess several of them went over to my profile to see who I was. I'm going to take a wild guess that several of them did. I do. When I go comment on somebody's post, I sometimes go over and look and see who the person is, just like I did with that one person, right? I'm a digital creator, which means if I get a post that really is great and it went really well, I can decide to go and boost that post. If I boost that post, now not only my friends and followers see it, all of the people that are related to those people will see it too. It boosts out even more. That means I have even more access to more people to talk to. I love the looks on your faces. I either shocked you or lost you. I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's shock. Hoping it's shock. Okay. All right. Sounds like a shock. Okay. So here's what I want you to get. Everybody, Vicky, if you have a professional post, once you make a post, it will ask you if you want to boost it. So I'll do a training on that at some point. So here's what I want you to get. If you are not getting all the results that you want on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, any of these things, I want you to think about going into groups, finding groups for your local area and finding groups for things that you're interested in anyways. One of my favorite groups is my girl camping group. It's all girls. It's all girls that camp, and we don't camp in tents. It's glam camping and like RV camping and like van camping and stuff. It's all women that camp. And it's a really fun, safe group for me. It's like I get to meet other women and I just get to, hang out and talk. So I love a lot of these groups. Now, there are groups exclusively for men. There are groups exclusively for women. There's co-ed groups that do other things. Think about the things that you're interested in, search that, and then find those different groups, okay? So let's go ahead and make our post. And I'm really excited to see what kind of groups you guys come up with. So tomorrow, if you find a group that you'd like to join and you'd like to showcase that group, I want you to come back tomorrow and let me know, right? I'm excited for that. So let's go ahead and make our post now. So I'm going to share my screen. And sometimes you don't know what you want to post. Does that ever happen to anybody here? You have no idea what you want to post. Okay. All right. So we give you some great ideas through here, but the problem is on Saturday and Sunday, I'm not here. And so we don't have anything to give you some ideas. So I want to give you some other ways of making sure that you can get some great ideas, right? So first, let's go over to post social media. One of the things that we could do is lean heavier on the AI to come up with something for us. Now, if I have zero idea of what it is that I want to post on today, I'm going to hit the surprise me button, right? I'll just hit the surprise me button until I find something that I like. So did you know I'm on a mission to travel the world teaching and helping others create their best lives? It's true. How did the AI know that? Because I told it. Dreaming of sipping coffee in Paris and enjoying gelato in Italy soon. What travel goal are you working towards achieving? Vicky, where's Vicky? Vicky, this would be a great post for you, right? Because you're in travel. So a post like this. Now, what happens if I don't like this post? Am I just done for the day? Oh, well, I don't like my post. There's nothing else I could do. I better just go drink a cup of coffee in my kitchen instead. No, I can just hit surprise me again, right? I'm going to hit surprise me again and see if it gives me another post, right? Gives me something else that I like. There's nothing like diving into a good book to lift my spirits, whether it's exploring new ideas on atomic habits or getting lost in the magic of a gripping story. Reading always brings me joy to my day. I like that too, but that's not really what I'm interested in today. So I could either keep hitting surprise me, or I can lean on the AI to help me with what I want. So I'm going to come over here for type of post, and I'm going to do a caption and suggested image instead. And I'm going to say, write me a social post about hashtag wisdom Wednesday. Yeah, goodness, I cannot. It's very difficult to type with this hand still, but it is healing. All right, I'm going to generate the post. It's Wisdom Wednesday, and I'm all about turning dreams into reality. Life is like a book, and you get to write it. Let go of fear, grab that pen. Each page is a chance for transformation. Are you ready to sculpt your success story today? Yeah. If I don't like the vein it's going in, remember, I just hit generate again. Let's talk about what it truly means to live a life unchained from fear and insecurity. I like the direction so far. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. I've walked that path, and the freedom on the other side is worth every step. Remember, doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Push through the doubt and claim your dreams. Keep shining brightly. Okay, I like that. Now, I have two choices here. If I like it enough that I want to keep going down that vein, sorry guys, I'm going to continue to edit right here and regenerate. If I don't like this one, I can see what's behind door number 3 by hitting generate again, right? If I come this way, I could say, make it longer, and I could say my story of taking the chance. Goodness, A's are a problem with my pinky like this. Taking a chance on starting my own business. There was great fear that, all right, I just can't type normal, fear that I would fail. However, I pushed past that fear and now have an amazing life. And all right, let's see what now. I'm gonna let the AI deal with it. Okay, I'm gonna hit regenerate. Now, because I said to make it longer, it's probably going to go out a little further than I want, maybe not, but let's see what it gave me now. Let's dive deep into what it truly means to live a life unchained from fear and insecurity. I've had my own journey on this path, and let me tell you, the freedom on the other side was worth every step taken. There was a time when I was filled with doubt, especially when I decided to take the leap and start my own business. The fear was overwhelming, yet I dared to push through that fear. And now I'm not only living an amazing life, but also running an incredible business that I'm truly proud of. It's such a rewarding feeling. Remember, doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. If you're hesitating, let my story be a testament that it's possible to overcome those fears. Push through the doubt and claim your dreams. Keep shining brightly. Okay. And then hashtag wisdom Wednesday. Okay. Now, honestly, I would take this top part out and make it just a little bit shorter. And I would start from there. There was a time when I was filled with doubt, especially when I decided to take the leap and start my own business. That's enough of a grab that if somebody's actually thinking about taking a chance on something themselves, it will stop them. Now, one thing I would recommend with a post like this, anytime you do this kind of post, do not use just a generic photo. Either put words on it, or best practice, use a photo of you like this. Go like this, grab one of your photos if you have it in the AI, or just don't use this photo. And when you hit get started to post, go ahead and come over here and then hit this. Go ahead and put a photo in. I'm going to put a photo of me like that. And here's the thing, you can recycle some photos. You can continue to use some of the same photos. And then that's the post right there. So we're going to put 5 minutes on the timer. I want to see some of your guys' posts, what you come up with. Remember, hashtags could be Wisdom Wednesday, Wealth Wednesday. Feel free to do whatever you want to do. I'd love to see some of your posts. But here's the thing. This is what I always want you to remember. When you post each day, you gain consistency. That consistency affects your algorithm. So if you only post once a week or once a month, Facebook is not going to show you like if you're posting every day. And if you are posting every day and you're not getting many results yet, you want to make sure you're asking questions at the end of your posts, and you want to make sure you're going into groups so that more people start seeing your post as well, and that you're commenting on other people's posts. So let's take 5 minutes. Let's go do our posts real quick, and then we will showcase a couple posts, and I can take questions during this time as well. If anybody has a question, you can raise your digital hand. I interact with everybody in groups. So people who post, comments, both. Paul, starting your own group is a lot of work. And that's a lot of commitment to go and make sure that people are actually posting what they're supposed to, not coming in to steal your people. It's a lot. I would not say don't do it, but I would definitely be a part of a group first, so you kind of see some of the interaction either before or at the same time as starting your own. Even though I have my own groups, I belong to a lot of other groups. So, and as I said, when you press on groups, you'll see a scroll of all the group stuff only. So you'll see a news feed of that. And it's also a great way to clean up your groups if you're in a whole bunch of groups and you don't know why you're in them. Like I just looked on there and I was in groups and I'm like, I'm not supposed to be in this group. But there was a long time ago where people could just add you to a group and you didn't have to have permission. So I have some to clean out. But when you make your own group, first of all, you have to get people in there so it looks like it's worthy of their time. But second of all, moderating all the posts and the comments and everything else, it's a lot of work. It's a great thing to have your own group if you have the time to do it, but it just makes sure you know what you're getting into. All right. Yeah, Deborah Smith is amazing, Paul. All right. Yes, you can use these same techniques for LinkedIn too. On posting, you mean, right? I think that's what you're talking about. So let's go take a look at LinkedIn. Why did that pop up? That was bizarre. Let me get this up here. Let's see. One place that this works really well is, okay. So there's a whole bunch of groups in LinkedIn. I've never really done LinkedIn groups. And here's the thing. That could be something great. I'm already doing so well on one social media platform that I use LinkedIn some. If LinkedIn is your platform of choice, absolutely do that. Another place, Jenny, that you might want to think about that works really, really well is Alignable. Alignable is more on the news side and it's pretty great. So you may want to try that one too. But remember one thing, it's as much as we love for you to be posting on lots of platforms, it's better for you to be fabulous at one than terrible at five, right? So make sure to focus your energy at least on one that's really great, that works for you, that you resonate with. For a lot of people, it's LinkedIn. For some people, it's Instagram. For some people, it's TikTok. It's fine, whichever one it is. But in these principles cross platforms, right? Like the principles of things do. But you want to make sure that you're really good on one. It was Alex Hormozy? Was it Alex Hormozy who said that until you reach over $100,000 in sales, you should be on one social media platform?
That's what he said.
Yeah. So there's a lot of wisdom from that, man. Better to be great at one than terrible on five.
Great. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. I'm glad you're here today. Like your background.
This is from the company that I'm working with. It's one of their Zoom backgrounds.
Oh, it's beautiful. I like it.
Yeah,
Where are
so
you from, Jenny?
UK, northwest UK.
Beautiful. Wonderful. I'm glad you're here today.
Yeah, I've been hanging around, just watching and listening for about the last month when I can. Just dragging up the courage to get going.
Yay! Well, that makes me happy. Come every day. We'll help you with any questions, anything else. What time is it there right now, Jenny?
It's 3:45 in the afternoon.
Nice. Nice. Fantastic. Well, I'm sure glad you're here, and bring your questions every day, and we'll get your questions answered and help you however we can.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Anybody want to share a post today? I know you guys are still furiously working. Okay, there's Steve. Steve wants to share a post. And let's go over here. Oh, hey, that's a new one. Okay, so everybody, this is something a little different. Make-A-Wish Wednesday is about setting our sights on the dreams and aspirations that light up our lives. Sometimes we find ourselves yearning for something deeply, yet it remains just out of reach. I have a lot of big dreams and wishes that I want to attain. Finding ways to do this comes from learning, reading, and surrounding yourself with people who have achieved the things that you want to do or you want to achieve. I want to be an influencer, podcaster, and have a multi-million-dollar coaching program. Dr. Benjamin Hardy's book, Your Future Self Will Thank You, offers profound insights into making those dreams a reality. Here are 3 tips from his work that have helped me get on my way to attain my dreams and wishes. Number 1, future self-planning. Dr. Hardy emphasizes the importance of envisioning who you want to become. This isn't just daydreaming, it's a strategic approach to defining your future self. 2, environmental design. Your surroundings have a profound effect on your behavior and ability to reach your goals. That is so true. We do not hit that enough. We need to start talking about that more. Number 3, commitment to learning and growth. Attaining your dreams requires more than just hard work. It requires a commitment to continuous learning and personal development. Adopting a growth mindset where challenges are seen as opportunities to learn and improve. Seek out resources, mentors, and experiences that contribute to your growth. Embrace your journey, or embrace the journey. Each step forward is a step closer to realizing your dreams. Remember, you're not just chasing your dreams, you're actively building the bridge to your future self. What does your future self look like? I love it. I love it. That is a great, great post. Make-A-Wish Wednesday. All right.
Thank you.
Great job. Proud of you.
Thanks.
All right. Now, anybody else? Anybody else? Going once, going twice. There we go. Vicky does. Okay. Wisdom Wendy was, gosh, I'm tongue-tied today. Wisdom Wednesday alert. Did you know that the spark of inspiration often lies in the pages of a great book? I love that. Just like diving into an engaging novel, life is about to embrace every twist and turn with gusto. Life is about embracing every twist and turn with gusto. So grab your favorite read and let it open the doors to new adventures. Who's in for a great book club? Love that. Now, here's another question that you could do besides this. What book would you recommend that I read next? You will get a lot of comments on that one. What book do you recommend that I read next? And then maybe mention one that you've already read. Like I've already read Atomic Habits, or I've already read, Grant Cardone's 10X Rule, or whatever it is. Say one that you've read after that, and you will get a lot of comments of people, and then it will be a great way to start conversations. And remember, you're not just looking for business builders. You're also looking for customers for your product, right? I am a customer for a lot of people who are in network marketing. I buy a lot of products from a lot of people, right? I'm not going to join their business. I have my own business, but I definitely support small businesses. So remember, you're always looking for customers, and out of those customers, you'll find your business builders too. So great job, Vicki. All right. Pumpkin alarms. I think you might have heard them going off. So we'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific for My AI Live. And homework for today for people who want to do it, for my leaders here who really want to go after things, find some groups that resonate with you. Maybe local groups, maybe they're groups about cats, pets, legal stuff. Mine's camping, glam camping, 5-star camping. I don't want to lay on a ground again. I just want to be out in nature. But any of those kinds of things, right? Find some groups where you can actually be a part of people. And out of those conversations, you will find more customers. And out of them, you'll probably find some business builders too. Come back tomorrow with any groups you found. I would love to see some of the groups that you decided to join and talk to you about them tomorrow. And we'll be back at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific for My AI Live. Feel free to unmute everybody. Stefan, why don't you say bye to all the German people and thank everybody for being here?
Ja, vielen Dank auch an unsere deutschen Kollegen, dass ihr da wart. Am Morgen geht es natürlich wieder weiter. Selbe Uhrzeit, selber Link. Und wir freuen uns natürlich auch, wenn ihr Gäste mitbringt, denen ihr gerne den Link teilen könnt zu unserem Zoom-Meeting.
Yay. Yolanda's in Poland. You don't speak German, right? You do. Okay, because I was gonna say people in Europe usually speak several languages. So fantastic. All right. Feel free to unmute when you say bye. Great to see you.
Enjoy your holiday, Stefan.
Thank you, Liz.
Yes. Thank you. Love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Love you, Ariel.